let's do it. Everybody got green?
Green.
Okay, question 1. Having captained England to victory in the 2014 Junior World Championship, this rugby player was tipped as a future England captain. Steve?
Mario Itoje.
Is correct.
Play the man, play the man.
Oh, Mario Itoje. Is your final clue. This match pitted together two sides that were closely matched. They played each other in the group stages, with both matches resulting in a draw. Both sides were also seeking a domestic and European treble. The match was played in the Nou Camp Stadium. Ashton?
The Inter Milan v...
Incorrect.
No.
Brendan?
1999 Champions League final, Man United Bayern Munich.
Is correct.
Oh, just what a good answer. Did you hear that?
Question 3. This athlete holds the British high jump... Oh, I need to neg you, do I? Well done, thank you. This athlete holds the British high jump record at 1.98 m, set at the 2016 Rio Olympics, and also the British indoor long jump record with 6 metres. Brendan?
Katarina Johnson-Thompson.
Is correct. Question 4.
Bandwidth.
This sporting venue is named for a pioneer aviator who completed the... Amit?
Roland Garros.
Very good answer. Oh, terrific. Question 5. This competition produced changes to the old order. Tonga topped their group ahead of New Zealand. Amit?
Rugby sevens.
Incorrect. And Lee?
Rugby League World Cup.
Is correct. See, we did manage to get Rugby League in there somewhere.
Thought this was a sport round.
Question 6.
Cricket coming up.
This boxer has been regarded as less glamorous than Olympic champion James de Gale, but has beaten him both as an amateur and a professional. After losing in controversial starter Carl Froch on points, he was knocked out in the rematch.
George Groves.
Is correct.
Go on, Danny.
Question 7. There are 4 major competitive groups in this race. Motorcycles, quads, cars, which range from buggies... Ashton?
Paris-Dakar.
Is correct. Which is no longer held
In South America.
The second before that I was about to say Le Mans. That's right.
Question 8. Following the 1948 Olympics, this event was first held in 1949 with the intention of allowing British competitors to prepare for international events. Attracting crowds of up to 250,000 spectators, it is second only to the Indianapolis 500 as a paid spectator event. It forms part of the Rolex... Ashton?
British Grand Prix.
Is incorrect.
Oh, it's got to hurt.
It forms part of the Rolex Grand Slam of Eventing, a title only ever claimed twice. Lee?
Badminton.
Is correct.
Oh, not another 100th of a freaking second again. I love badminton.
Question 9. 4th and goal with the ball on the 1 yard line and 38 seconds left on the clock. Running back Corey Clement took the snap directly and pitched to the tight end Trey Burton. He threw a perfect pass to Nick Foles for the touchdown. Ashton?
Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl.
Prompt? Something specific about that touchdown. You've got the right game, but I'm after what's specific about that touchdown.
It's a question, why don't you?
Well, it was the quarterback caught it.
Yes, that's what it was. It's the first touchdown pass in the Super Bowl caught by the quarterback. Question 10. In 2007, he achieved 4th place in the New York City Marathon in his class after only 4 weeks of training. And in 2009, he stated that he was targeting a place in the Italian team for the 2012 Summer Paralympics. He achieved this ambition. Ashton?
Is it Keller?
Is incorrect.
Oh, now I know who it is.
He achieved this ambition winning 2 gold medals using a bike constructed by Amit.
Zinardi.
It's Zinardi, yeah, Alex Zinardi.
Well, yeah, very legitimate question.
Question 11. Despite being best known for his exploits in the shorter form of the game, this cricketer is a fine Test player. He is one of only 4 players to have scored 2 triple centuries at Test level. Steve
Jones.
is incorrect.
No.
Amit?
Chris Gale.
Chris Gale is correct.
He had to come up eventually, didn't he, Chris Gale?
Only player to hit a 6 off the first ball of a Test match. And he was the first man to amass 10,000.
You can see why I said Jones, can't you? Because it's a common name.
Not many cricket.
Question 12. This match was the first time that 2 previous winners had met in the final. It presented a contrast of styles. European caution versus South American flamboyance. Mario Zagallo became the first man to win the trophy as a player and a coach, and Pelé became the first... Brendan
1970 World Cup final.
is correct. Brazil, Italy.
Lovely answer and question.
Question 13. The Round the Bays race in New Zealand was the inspiration for this event. Multiple winners include Benson Masher and Moses Tanui. Lee
Great North Run.
is correct.
Yeah, what's the one?
Well done, Lee. Such a...
Question 14. This tennis player was part of a US team that won the Davis Cup in 1981 alongside John McEnroe, Peter Fleming and Elliot Telcher. He won his only Grand Slam title.
Oh,
Ashton
Arthur Ashe.
is incorrect.
ouch.
It was a bit late for Arthur Ashe. He won his only Grand Slam title when defeating Guillermo Vilas in the Australian Open final in January 1977. Lee
Aerolitis.
is incorrect.
Come on, the rest of you.
In the 1979 US Open, he defeated Bjorn Borg to avenge his loss over 5 sets in the Wimbledon final. Gavin
Roscoe Tanner?
is correct.
I couldn't think of his name.
I thought you were going for a bigger name than that. At first.
Question 15. In 2007, Martina Hingis tested positive for this drug. Jake Livermore tested positive following the death of his baby but received no sanction. Ashton
Cocaine.
is correct.
Go for it. I was going to go for it.
That would have been -1.
Question 16. This basketball player was the first player to be elected NBA MVP by a unanimous vote. He has been... Amit
Nash.
is incorrect. He has been referred to as the greatest shooter in basketball history. He has 3 times broken the NBA season record for the most 3-pointers.
Stephen Curry.
Is correct.
I got muddled up between Steve Curry and Steve
Yeah, as soon as
Nash.
you said that, that was Curry.
Question 17. In the 1960 Olympics, Anita Lonsborough won a gold medal swimming this stroke. Steve
Breaststroke.
is correct.
Don't be fisted on that one.
Question 18. There are only 4 men who have achieved this 50 times or more. Sebastian Vettel did it most recently in China in 2018 to take his career total to 52. Steve?
Wall-to-wall wins, basically.
Incorrect. Ayrton Senna managed it 65 times and Michael Schumacher 68. Lee?
Lewis Hamilton.
Incorrect. The record is held by Lewis Hamilton, who has achieved it 73 times between the Canadian Grand Prix and... Daniel
Pole position.
is correct.
That's
Oh, why don't we go for it?
You can see what I was going for.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Question 19. A 1993 New Scientist article by William Bone and Rabi Mehta has been cited as the first published scientific explanation of this phenomenon, in which asymmetric separation is caused by a thickening of the turbulence boundary layer above a critical... Amit
Reverse swing.
is correct. Oh. And question 20. As a youth player, this man hit Mike Brearley in the face with a delivery after being invited to bowl at an England team net. This man's Test debut for England came in the final match of the 5-0 series defeat to the West Indies, where he took... Amit
Devin Malcolm.
is incorrect. where he took the wickets of Gordon Greenidge and Viv Richards in the second innings. David Gower concluded his time as England captain was over when he failed to convince the selectors to choose this man over Alan Iggleston for the final test of the '89 Ashes. This man sent Brian Johnston into uncontrollable fits of laughter. Steve.
The bowler's holding the batsman's willy.
Incorrect. Lee.
Graham Dilly.
Incorrect. Ashton.
Ian Botham.
Incorrect. Brendan.
Peter Willie.
Incorrect. So I need to neg some of these, don't I?
Yes, what's next? Only left.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, sorry, I've got the wrong.
I know what it is.
Yeah.
After remarking on Ian Botham hitting his wicket with he
Managed to get
he just didn't quite get his leg over. Name this former Leicestershire and England bowler and BBC cricket correspondent.
Come on, then.
Everyone knows. Oh, do stop it.
No.
No, it's not going to come.
Jonathan Agnew.
Do stop it.
I was at that game. I saw
And
at
that
least 2 days of
is
every
the
game in the Black Watch.
end. That's the round.
Well done, Dan.
Daniel, a good win for you. Going to the last game, you can see here on 94 points for the money, Lee Warburton is not going to be caught. But people, basically shifting around for the tenors and the fivers. So there is Ashton's on 82, Mike Lee's on 84, myself on 85, and the rest of you nowhere. The gross competition has been gross today because Brendan Curtis has flown practically in every round. You've seemed very, very comfortable with 3 or 4 in every round. So let's see if you can neg 10 times and somebody else can get every other one right, and it'll be good to go. Now, in case you don't know and you're watching, you've kind of happened upon this by accident instead of your latest Britney Spears video on YouTube. Chris and Brendan are brothers, so it's hardly any surprise that. What is the most surprising is I'm sitting next to Chris and I'm not in front because on the questions. What's happened? I'm good on visual.
What's up?
We'll close that down a bit and
I've got red.
absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
Can we have a reset?
Visual, come on Mike Leaf, you can do this.
Everybody on green.
Champion visual.
You're going to beat me.
Okay, question 1. This classic British comedy series was set in the district of Dingle and told of the struggles of a family trying to make their way in Thatcher's Britain. A regular scenario in each episode was members of the family. Ashton.
Bread.
Is correct. Placing money
You're on the road.
egg basket. Question 2. This film had its premiere on board RMS Queen Mary II on the 8th of December 2017. The song This Is Me won the Golden... Mike,
Greatest show.
Showman.
it's correct.
Oh God.
Question 3. This TV show revolves around a ranch in the Arizona Territory in the 18... Steve.
High Chaparral.
Very good.
Glad you did that,
It's
'cause I
John
was
Cannon
thinking
from
Bonanza all the time.
High Chaparral won the derby, everybody.
Question 4. The Cornley Polytechnic Drama Society have received a substantial bequest and so are putting on a performance of The Murder at Ashton.
Oh, no, it's not that then. Nativity, I was going to say.
No, it's not. And are putting on a performance of The Murder at Havisham Manor. Even from before the play starts, the audience see backstage staff carrying out last-minute adjustments to the set, including repairing a broken mantelpiece. Gavin.
Sorry, that was a slip of the thumb.
All right.
Just shout if you want to press, okay?
The production continues with a series of disasters, including a cast member being knocked unconscious, having to be replaced by the stage technician, who then refuses to give up her place when the actor... Amit.
The play that goes wrong.
Is correct.
Apparently Julie said it's one of the best things she's ever seen.
I have never laughed so much. My ribs were sore when I came out from seeing that. It was brilliant.
And even more now.
The second season of this TV drama has just been released on Netflix. Steve.
Westworld.
Is incorrect.
No!
Oh,
Daniel.
I was going to say Westworld.
That's incorrect as
Oh,
well,
come
then.
on! I know what it is now.
The title character has her own detective agency, alias in...
Jessica Jones.
Is correct.
That was such a bad start to a question, you bastard.
When I wrote it, Westworld hadn't even been announced.
Westworld is in Netflix.
Westworld is Netflix.
No,
isn't
no,
it?
no,
Sky
no,
and
Okay,
HBO.
okay then. Okay, so what about Stranger Things then? That's Netflix, and that's in its second season.
Isn't that the whole point at the start of a question? Is it can be a few things.
Especially not Westworld, it's
Okay.
not Netflix.
Question 6. The title characters of this 1970s action show are two equally matched men from different backgrounds who reluctantly... Steve.
The Persuaders.
Is correct.
I obviously could raise an eyebrow.
Question 7. This 1949 film takes its inspiration from an incident in World War II where the maternity ward of Ottawa Hospital was... Steve.
It's...
Right.
No, you're putting the pressure... No,
Time.
it's Candouts and Coronets.
Is incorrect. No! Where the maternity ward of the Ottawa Hospital was declared extraterritorial by the... Ashton.
Passport to Pimlico.
Passport to Pimlico is correct.
Did you minus Steve by that?
I did minus Steve, yes.
Very sure to do that.
I was so on that.
You were. Just the wrong film.
The good thing is, by saying kind hearts and coronets, it really helped me get past it.
Question
Not all
8. The director of this 2009 film, Pete Docter, explored... Steve.
Oh.
Is correct.
Boom!
He's back.
I love Pete Docter.
I know. When you said it, we were talking about it last night.
That's
I
Doctor
thought
with
that's
an
going
E,
to make
isn't
it
it?
easy. Yeah, Doctor with an E, yeah. Question 9. This award-winning police drama tells the story of a police sergeant still coming to terms with the suicide of her teenage daughter 8 years earlier. The sergeant, Ashton,
Happy Valley.
is correct.
Oh yeah.
Every quiz you go to, Happy Valley. I don't even recognise
Came
it.
last night.
Yeah, yeah.
We were
Question
keeping bits away.
10. Based on a US format, this 1970s game show was hosted by Bob Monkhouse and regularly featured Willie Rushton at its centre. Gavin
70 squares.
is correct.
I was watched this so long ago.
Question 11. This British comedy series satirises the inner working of the modern government and has been described as... Yes, Mike,
The thick of it.
is correct.
Got you. Going back.
Another clusterfuck.
Question 12. Set after the events of Captain America Civil War, Scott Lang tries to balance his home life as a father with his responsibilities as a superhero. Hope Van Dyne and Hank Pym present him with a new mission to bring to light secrets from their past and requiring Scott to team up with Hope. Star Paul Rudd also has a writing... Steve?
Ant-Man.
Prompt? No.
2.
Brandon?
I was going to say Ant-Man, so is there an Ant-Man 2?
Prompt?
Oh, you want the subtitle as well? No, can't give it to
No.
you, sorry.
Star Paul Rudd also has a writing credit for this 2018 sequel, also starring Evangeline Lilly. Name this superhero film due for release in July 2018, the 20th film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I don't know this.
You don't know, none of us will.
How to bear.
No. Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Oh yeah.
It's not Ant-Man 2, it's Ant-Man
As soon
and
as
the
you
Wasp.
said
Ant-Man and the Hornet.
Hank Pym, I knew it wasn't. Okay.
That's when you started on
Yeah,
your
yeah,
own.
yeah.
Steve, pay attention. Thank you. Question 13. Set in the fictional town of Hawkins, Indiana in the 1980s.
Boo! do I even need to take that? Paul?
Yes, you do.
Stranger Things.
Is correct.
Come on, I celebrate yours. I celebrate yours.
Question 14. This theatrical device occurs in the musical The King and I, when Princess Tuptim and the royal dancers perform Small House of Uncle Thomas. William Shakespeare uses it in many of his... Brendan
Play within a play.
is correct.
Oh, yeah, God, yeah.
Question 15. This US comedy aired from September 2005 to March 2014. It recounts the tale of Ted Mosby.
No!
Amit
How I Met Your Mother.
is correct.
Unlucky, Michael.
You nearly didn't say 10 horses, weren't they?
16. This TV show ran for 5 series between November 1982 and 26th of April 1987. It provided a showcase for young bands and was responsible for the link between Frankie Goes... Ashton.
No, that isn't right. Let's play pop.
No.
I've gone wrong on it. No, I did press for it. I was going to say the Tube, but it's not.
It is the Tube.
Oh my goodness!
It is the Tube.
Yeah.
It's the link
Only
between...
5 years.
Yeah, the link between Frankie
Well,
Goes to Hollywood and Trevor Horn.
Yeah, that's why I said when we go to the Tube with Frank goes Hollywood. It's 5 years. It can't be.
Presenters Muriel Gray, Leslie Ash, Paulie Yates, Jules Holland.
Oh
Named
my!
as Channel 4
5
youth
years.
show.
Yeah, I didn't know those.
It was fantastic as well. It's a really good show.
Question 17. It is rare that a sequel is as good as the original. However, this sequel made Mark Kermode's top 10 films of 2017.
Oh,
Amit.
17. Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Nope.
Thank you.
We live in the age of the sequel, don't we?
The villain, who is a master of disguise, is seeking a treasure trove hidden in a fairground machine. Brendan.
I think it's
Oh, I know.
Paddington 2.
It is Paddington 2,
Good answer.
Which I haven't
which is
seen.
brilliant.
I've
Oh,
heard
it's
very
marvellous.
good
It's
things
really
about
good.
it.
Question 18. Mr. Smith, voiced by Alexander Armstrong, is the computer in this science fiction series. Created by Russell T Davies, the series... Brendan.
Sarah Jane Adventures.
Is correct.
Oh, well done. Good answer.
Question 19. Created by Stephen Boccio, this police drama in... Steve.
Hill Street Blues.
Is correct.
Oh,
Nice.
well, you've got 3 or 4 to
I
choose
know.
from. You've got Murder 1 and you've got, well, which is a procedural.
He died recently, didn't he?
Yes, he died
And
last year.
question- Question 20. This 1969 film, loosely based on fact, tells the story of Robert Parker and Harry Longabout.
Oh!
Amit
Bonnie and Clyde.
is incorrect.
Oh, sorry.
Put together in the Sundance Kid.
Finishing.
You know.
Right.
Name this
Well,
western that
he's
shares
beaten
its
both.
name with the nicknames of
Play
two-thirds
the
of Britain's
man.
brightest family.
So sit down, please, for a moment.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
We should have the scores. Should be ready to go on that. Can we
No.
give your
Yes,
man
no.
a massive round of applause here, please? For all the people here, anybody who we'd like people to join in LightSpeed Quiz. Now, I actually love Chris's questions because they contain some very critical aspects to what we do. First off, people who are watching, if these questions are completed, many people watching who enjoy quizzes will know the answers, but they are fashioned in such a way that they reward great guesses, inspired guesses and lucky guesses early on. Great guesses, lucky guesses. So, Chris, that was a magnificent set. For the money, we can see for the money. Oh,
Funny how this always happens.
Stephen Boccio. So, in reverse order for the money, we've got 94, 96, and 88. Is it?
Yeah, Mike Lee.
So, Mike Lees, you get £5. Well, what do we give away here? Is it 5, 10, and 20?
Isn't it?
5, 10, and 20, or whatever it is. So, in third place, Mike, little round of applause. In second place, on a very, very unlucky 94,
Rubbish at visual.
Lee
Just-
Warburton.
Rubbish at it.
And for every favourite fighting Frenchman, me. Give me a money. Oh, how about that? For celebrating my anniversary this year. Obviously, everybody wants to win the money, and nobody gives a toss about who comes bronze, silver, and gold in the overall competition. But we can see with 38 points, look at that, 38, 37 and 36. Well, we'll put the fourth place in, 36 for Steve Kidd, 37 for Amit Day. You were in third?
You would have been in second, but for
Third place, mate. Ashton
Not for the last
Davis on
question.
38 on second place. But what an imperious performance from Chris, Question Master's brother. It's been a great week for you all, so well done. There's the trophy there. So if you are watching this, I will take time out. I'll probably go edit these in Croatia or somewhere. Keep watching your tellies because people are appearing on television all the time like these guys, and you never know what's going to come up in the next few weeks, or a few months. Yeah, come and join in LightSpeed Quiz, please, because it's great fun, and we need some alternative to me, so you can be it. Thanks very much, guys. Well done. Thanks. Oh, let's have half an hour.
Yeah, you got.